Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and it's been a while, but welcome back to another DVD update. So, and this is like I said, it's been a while, so I just got a few some show off some of a DVD of a TV show, and then I got some horror films, especially some of the classic ones. So, starting off with the horror films, I finally managed to complete well, there is some more sequel. There is a couple more, like two more sequels, something bad. I'm interested in getting those. I was interested in getting the before the sequels later on. Well, no, actually, there's one more I have to get to complete the whole thing because I know there was a newer one and then another new one that was out. But I'm not interested in getting those. I'll just complete getting the first seven here. So I just need to get the seventh one and that's it. But here I got part four and part six of the series of Children of the Corn. So I got part four, the Harvest. Oh no, sorry, the Gathering, because the that was part three, Urban Harvest. This is the or four, the Gathering, and then part six, the return of Isaac's return. So yeah, I do have all now one through six now, but there was a seventh one that was like in 2001 called, what was it, Revelation or something like that. And like I said, like years later, there was like newer ones which that were like made for sci-fi or something like that. I have no interest in get those, but I'll have to get the seventh one. That's about it. So, but here, this is part. I got part four and six. I like the first. I don't mind the first Children of the Corn. I think even the second one I can tolerate, but the sequels I don't care for. But just for the sake of the completing the franchise, you know. So yeah, but part four and six here. Now get into no, well, I say more of the classic ones. So, yeah, and what I mean the classic ones what I'm getting to is now of the classic the classic Universal monsters. So yeah, so starting off with each of these legacy collections. So starting off, of course, we got the legacy collection of the classic of Dracula, that's in Boris, Bela Lugosi. Yep, classic of the Universal monsters, and Bela Lugosi as Dracula. So this contains not only the original Dracula of 1931, but then Dracula's daughter and son of Dracula, and then of the House of Dracula, and of course more other features as well. So, but yeah, Dracula. Now, of course, then we got of Boris Karloff's Frankenstein, which I bought this. This didn't come with the whole surrounding cover around it, so still, but this is still Frankenstein, classic of Boris. The original playing by Boris Karloff. So you got the original Frankenstein, then you got the Bride of Frankenstein, then you got Son of Frankenstein, and then the Ghost of Frankenstein, and then the House of Frankenstein. Which I kind of like the Son of Frankenstein because stars Basil Rathbone, who played Sherlock Holmes. He is the son of Frankenstein, which is a good one for me because I'm big. Me and my dad are big fans of Basil Rathbone, especially when he plays Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, but Frankenstein. Then of the which honestly though it's one of my least favorite of their. Now like I said, I respect it as a classic though, but it's one of my least favorite of the Universal monsters, and that is of the original of the Mummy, also played by Boris Karloff. To me personally, like I said it's my least favorite of the Mummy of the Universal monsters, because honestly, I just think that the original Mummy film I thought it was like a little bit boring to me, honestly though. But like I said, I do respect what it did back in the day. I do that. I'd rather just watch the 1999 Stephen Sommers remake with Brendan Fraser. To me, that's me personally. But nonetheless, though, I still regard the original Mummy as a classic for what it was back in the day. I still hold that, like I said. Yeah, Boris Karloff as the Mummy, but you have also including the movies of the Mummy's Hand, the Mummy's Tomb, the Mummy's Ghost, and then of the Mummy's Curse. Then you got me and my brother. A favorite of me and my brother. Is another one me and my brother like to watch as well. Growing up, always been a favorite of ours, and that is the classic of the Invisible Man. Yeah, the Invisible Man from 1933. Yeah, it was lovely in 1933. But what it did, the effects like it did making the guy invisible from back in the day was really well impressive even from back then. But you got but now you got the original Invisible Man. Then you got the Invisible Man Returns. Then the Invisible Woman, Invisible Agent, and then the Invisible Man's Revenge. I always want to highlight with me and my brother thought that how the way the Invisible Man laughed in the movie. Yeah, and then the policeman is like, he's invisible. That's the matter of him. If he gets the rest of them clothes off, we'll never catch him in 1,000 years. Or when he strangles the policeman, he's like, I think I'll throttle you. Oh, look all there. Look all. Yeah. Me and my brother love the Invisible Man, the original. This is a favorite of ours. And then you got to come down to the very classic of the Wolfman. Played by Lon Chaney Jr. Yeah, that's another good classic. Always good in the makeup. The Universal monster is always back then good makeup effects, especially with Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman, Boris Karlov, and Frankenstein, even as the Mummy when he was in the Mummy stage. So, yeah, really good makeup effects from back in the day. But here you got the classic of the Wolfman. You got Wolfman of London. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, and then She-Wolf of London. And the Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. Which also, speaking of Sherlock Holmes, Dennis Hoey, who played Inspector Lestrade from the Sherlock Holmes with Basil Rathbone, he's in Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. And of course, though, although when I have, on a separate thing, I have it a separate DVD, which is of Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein, which as well as Bela Lugosi's Dracula and Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman. That's another good collaboration. They thought that was a really good thing they did back in the day. You got the three basic of the three main Universal monsters, and they decided to put into a comedy with the comedic duo legends of Abbott and Costello. To me, back then, that was like a stroke of genius from back in the day. Yeah, but the Wolfman classic. So that's all the horror films now, and then they gave the TV show. This is the TV show that my brother enjoys, and of course, I'm a fan of him as well. Of course, from being from the band of Kiss. Of course, I got to complete. This is the first season of Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, season 1, and then season 2 of Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. So you got the first and the second season. Yeah, my brother watched this show and he enjoyed the show. Actually, I watched it along with him because I like Gene Simmons. We're both fans of him, especially for the band of Kiss. So, yeah. So it was a very decent reality show. So that's it for this DVD update. So like I said, the TV show of Gene Simmons' Family Jewels and the horror films of, especially the sequels of Children of the Corn 4 and 6, and then the movies of the classic Universal monsters. So, but that's the next DVD update. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Later.